Hi, everybody. This is Grit and Glow, and we are so excited to have you here. This is episode 2 of our very first season. This is the secret to a strong marriage. 6 things that have helped us,
Welcome back to Grit and Glow,
where life takes grit,
and it deserves glow.
and where we're learning as we go, just like we always have.
And we're really glad you joined us today.
Today's conversation is one that has come up for us over and over again throughout the years.
Yeah, people have asked us this a lot.
They do. Yeah.
The question is, what's your secret?
And every time we hear that, we kind of look at each other and kind of chuckle.
Because we're not really sure how to answer it.
No, no. Because the truth is, we don't think that we have a secret,
But we have noticed some things over the years.
not a formula, not perfection.
Just some things that have helped us.
So today, we are going to share 6 things that have helped us in our marriage and in life just from what we have lived.
Number one is we keep showing up.
One of the most important things we've learned is to keep showing up, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally, especially in the moments when it isn't easy or when you don't feel like it.
And not just showing up, being present for the other.
Mhm. Because the other person matters. Their voice matters. Their feelings matter, even when we don't fully understand, especially when we don't understand each other and or we don't agree. Choosing to stay engaged instead of checking out has made a huge difference. There's a lot of relationship research that talks about how important it is for people to feel seen and heard. And I think that's really what this looks like in real life. It's saying, I see you and I'm here,
It's choosing to stay in it instead of wanting to run away.
and choosing respect, even in those harder moments. And like John Gottman has found in his research, it's often the small moments, what he calls turning toward each other, that build trust and connection over time. Number 2 is we choose each other.
We've learned that choosing each other isn't something you do once, it's something you do over and over, especially during the harder times when it would be easier to pull away.
Mhm. And I think this is where unconditional love really comes in. For us, it hasn't meant perfect love or easy love. It's meant steady kind of love and a love that says, I'm still here, even when we're frustrated, even when we see things differently, even when we're still figuring things out. There's a lot of insight that shows how important it is for people to feel emotionally safe in a relationship and to know the other person is still there. And I think we've experienced that without always having the words for it.
At the end of the day, the relationship matters more than being right.
Absolutely. Research also says that relationships often come down to one question: are you there for me? And I think that's what this has looks like for us.
The third thing is we accept that we're different.
Yeah. One of the things that we've really come to understand is that we are very different people. And early on, that could have easily been something that we fought against.
It probably was at times.
Yeah. definitely. But what we've learned is that differences aren't the problem. It's how we respond to those differences. That's what matters. There's a lot of wisdom around relationships that shows they aren't built on being the same, but on learning how to stay connected while being different.
And for that, that's meant learning that we're not on opposite sides.
Yeah, we're on the same team, just bringing different perspectives.
And research talks about this idea of differentiation, being able to stay connected while still being yourself. And that's something we've had to learn.
Absolutely. Number 4, I already start chuckling. We use humor.
For humor, yes. And this leads us to the dad joke of the day. And now, the dad joke of the day today is actually quite profound. And I'm going to share with you something very important. I'm going to share with you the three really important unwritten rules of life. And here they are.
Look closely.
So we got that going for us. Okay. One thing that's helped us a lot is learning how to laugh together,
Yes.
especially when life feels heavy or stressful.
Yes. Yes. It's been very, very important for us to take on a lighter side of things sometimes, because when everything feels serious all the time, it wears you down. And of the two of us, I can be the most serious of us. And that can be really his humor can be really stressful for me at times too. I'm going to be honest, right?
At least I always find it funny.
You do. What recently has been happening, even after 43 years, I'm realizing that I'm finding it more funny to watch him laugh at his own jokes or watch him just be his natural wonderful self, and that is just great humor. And so again, taking that seriousness, um, and the heaviness sometimes, and just taking a breath and realizing, that this is okay. This is okay to giggle, and this is okay to laugh. In fact, there's actual research that shows couples who stay connected tend to use humor to get through hard moments and reconnect. And I think that we have certainly experienced that in our own way and over all these years.
Yeah, I think humor can give you a reset.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it softens things and reminds us that, we can actually like each other. So you can like each other, even in the middle of real life. And if I was to add another number 7 to our number 6 or to all of our sixes, I think it would be to really just like each other, and this humor helps us to do that. So, um and again, John Gottman talks about how strong relationships tend to have far more positive interactions than negative ones. And humor is a big part of that. Number 5 is we keep learning.
We didn't figure this out early, and honestly, we're still learning.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're not even close to knowing all of that. Um, so it's
Life
kind of funny.
changes, we've changed, people change, seasons of your life shift. A lot
Mhm.
of different things happen.
One of the things that has helped us is staying open to that instead of assuming that we already know everything. There's this idea that relationships grow when people keep learning and when they stay curious, adjust, and keep evolving. I think that's been truly us.
Because when you keep learning,
You grow together instead of apart. You grow together.
And that aligns with what we call a growth
Mm.
mindset, believing that people and relationships can continue to develop over time.
Mhm.
Number six is we support each other's growth.
One of the biggest things that we've learned is how important it is to support each other's growth. That means supporting each other's interests, gifts, talents, passions, even when we don't fully understand them or they're not naturally something that we would choose for ourselves.
Or even when it's really not our thing.
Right. And that has looked like a lot over our years. Direct sales, I've dabbled in all kinds of those adventures. I've gone to different conferences. One in particular, I remember years and years and years ago, a Christian education conference in Denver focused on children's ministries, puppets, and character drama.
My 40 plus years of football coaching.
Yeah. Camp Warrior, which we love, is coming up on 25 years. Um, I've been a part of that, cooking and organizing and helping behind the scenes.
And helping with teamwork and
Love that.
unity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, my barbecue, smoking meats, hiking, working on bucket lists.
Yes. We've also antiqued together, which sometimes one might feel like antiquing that day and we'll go because we want to do what the other person wants to do. We feel that the other person's important. And again, like what we've said earlier, we want their voice to be heard. So the other area that we have supported each other on is that we both have been going back to school at different points in our life.
And what's interesting is there's research that shows when partners support each other's goals and interests, it actually strengthens not just the person, but the relationship itself.
I think that that's exactly what it's been to us. For us is because support doesn't mean you have to love everything that the other person loves.
It means more like you choose to value it
To learn about it
and to show up for them in it.
and try not to complain your way through it. And there is some research called the Michelangelo effect, which shows that when partners support each other's growth, they actually help each other become their best selves. Because when you support what matters to them,
You're really supporting them.
yeah, if there's anything close to a secret, it might simply be this: we've kept choosing each other and growing together, even when it wasn't easy.
Thanks for spending some time with us today.
We really are grateful that you're here. If something from this episode resonated with you, we would love to hear from you. We will definitely answer back. We love that kind of connection. And we just look forward to hearing from you.
You can share in the comments what stood out to you or even something that has helped you in your own relationship.
And if you know someone that could really use this conversation,
Please share it with them.
make sure to subscribe as you don't want to miss any of what's coming next. And if you've enjoyed Grit and Glow, we would love for you to leave a review. And, that really helps people find us.
Life takes grit.
And it deserves glow.
We'll
We'll
see
see
you
you
next
soon.
time.
Okay, let's do that again. Let's do that. Okay.
Life takes grit.
And it deserves glow.
We'll
We'll
see you
see
next
you.
time.
I want to say see you soon. We're going to do this one more time.
Life takes grit.
And it deserves glow. We'll
We'll
see
see
you
you
next
next time.
time.